today we're going to be opening up some Ixalan packs while also talking about this set and how it really got me into Standard so much. So mostly we're going to be talking, but in the background we'll be opening a few packs and things, pulling some cards, but mostly I want to talk to you guys about I have been playing a ton of Arena, like a ton, and I mostly play Standard in Arena. So recently I've been playing way more, way more. And I decided, I was like, hey, I want to make it to Mythic rank. I've been having fun. I want to see if I can, you know, take my skills and make it to Mythic rank. And this is exactly who we're going to be talking about. I asked, I asked on my Discord what people thought of big fish monsters. I was like, I really want to play something like Sea Serpenty. And someone was like, well, merfolk count, don't they? And I was like, they do. So I looked up a deck. Obviously I'm not too good at building decks yet, but I looked up a deck. It looked pretty fun, so I picked it out and I had a blast from the jump, because my big issue with Standard is I don't like the playstyles sometimes. I don't like this idea of burning people out. Again, there's nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with any of these playstyles. I just don't prefer them. There's removal decks. They're just all about removal. There are mill decks. Ton of things. Some of them are fun to play with, but I just wasn't feeling them. And then I found merfolk. Wow, merfolk are fun. Oh, Bloodletter of Alcazatz. Interesting. I've seen him a few times. In Poetic Engine. Okay, hey, we did pretty good here, actually. Not gonna lie. I had a blast. I started playing with them, and their big thing is exploring. So a lot of them are focused on, you look at the top card of your library. If it's land, it goes into your hand, and they don't get a +1. But if it is a monster or something else, it gets a +1 on it, and you can choose to keep that card on the top or throw it to the grave. And I love this mechanic because I was more focused on getting monsters on my board rather than focusing on removing their monsters from the board. And that, it's just a blast. Don't get me wrong, I have some removal in there, but for the most part, this isn't in my deck. It is a good merfolk, but wasn't really... I messed around with the deck that I got from online and kind of made it my own a little bit. And it helped a ton because I just like playing certain ways. But yeah, I had some removal in there. One of the removals was from Duskmourn, and I'll tell you about that one a little bit later. Dire Flail. Nice. Oh, beautiful swamp right there. The nice land. Yeah, the biggest removal that I had, other than the one from Duskmourn, was from Bloomburrow. It's the 1 cost, and you just bounce their card back to their hand. You can pay the gift cost, and they get a fish token, but you can bounce any card back to their hand. Well, minus lands. And it's very useful. You know, it's kind of annoying. It can be annoying. I can see how playing against it would be a little annoying. But I only have 4 of them. So, yeah. It's just to slow them down, and or if they just laid out a big monster, I can just throw it back to their hand and then swing in, because again, I'm all about getting cards on field, hitting the Explorer, and yeah, that's the other thing. I also have the new bird from Bloomburrow in that deck, and it's the one that copies a creature on the field. That one came in handy. That one came in handy very much. But it's just fun. It's fun overall. Growing Rights is a fun card to play around with. Hidden Necropolis. But this video isn't me just telling you, hey, I made it to Mythic rank. It was really cool for me. It was mainly me saying I found love in Standard that okay, what's going on here? That I never thought that I would have. I was always like, Commander's the only thing that I want to play. But then I started to get it. Now, Standard is a revolving door, so the thing that I like playing right now will not always be there, but for the time being, it's there. And I'm loving it. I'm having a blast. Next season, I might try playing something different. Maybe I'll try a different format. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I would love to play it. I will be making more. Well, I haven't really even made them. I will be making arena videos at some point, saving up to get PC specifically for that stuff. So it's still a while off from that, but it will be happening because I think that would be a lot of fun to show you guys the things that I enjoy playing a ton, because I'm mostly an online player. I'm not really an in-person player. I can't afford it. I can't afford to do pack openings and play in real life. Just with where I'm at in life, doesn't do it. But online, I can definitely afford, because I don't do anything. And whoa, Otley, Poet of Unity, beautiful. I said that name so wrong, but I love the arts from Ixalan. Shout out to Ixalan for really getting me into Standard. This set, we didn't really pull any of the merfolk that I'm playing with because they're all rares mostly, but I will open a Duskworm pack here because we're going to see if we can pull the one new merfolk that is in here. So the merfolk that's in here, it's at flash speed, okay? So you put it down onto the field, then it targets a creature and taps it and puts a stun counter on it. So preferably you want to do this on your opponent's turn, then it goes back to you, and then you can pay 2 and shuffle your card and their card back into the decks. It is so useful for a nuisance card that if you bounced it back to their hand, it wouldn't really be doing you any good. Yeah, it's incredible. I really like it a ton. It's a blast. Let's see if we can pull it here. I think it's an uncommon. Don't quote me on that, but I think Inquisitive Glimmer. I hate this card. I mean, it's a good card, but man, I've seen it a lot. Exercise. Okay, Peer Past the Veil. With a Peculiar Lighthouse. Oh, we did get an extra. Fear of Lost Teeth. So that is it. I just wanted to sit down and talk about Standard and talk about where I'm at with the game. When I tell you all that I'm falling in love with Magic, I need you to know that I'm falling in love with Magic. I want to make a ton of content on Magic. I want to play more Magic. I want to do things with Magic. And I really like Merfolk. I'm not going to hold you. I think Merfolk are fantastic. I might get really into them and try making commander decks or whatever. But obviously on Arena, I'll try to play other things to make myself get out of my comfort zone. But I will say, currently, Merfolk are my favorite. I don't know what they're called, archetype or whatever. They're my favorite. Love them. They're fantastic. So anyway, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, do all that fun stuff. We have YouTube memberships if you want to join them. We have a new lower tier, so if you want, it really helps the channel out. And we also have Patreon. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And or just subscribe. You know? Stick around. Have a great day. Peace.